welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your energy. And if you are new here, welcome. I also want to say a special thank you to all my subscribers. It's a key for all. But you see, it's regarding you and the individual, where you receive a key by providing a key. It's an equal exchange. The thing is that that's how rare you are. That's how unique you are. That's how divine. How different. Why? Because you provide that key intuitively. From a place of knowing, where it's something divine, something nature, something natural. Perhaps you utilize natural ingredients. But what I'm also getting is elements. You get the feeling, you get the proof, you understand, you see, you notice that it comes from the divine. That the key that you receive comes from the divine. But at the same time, you know and you understand that what you receive and what you share is also divine. It also comes from the divine, from a higher source. Hi. It's connected to your heart. Is your imagination. We are talking about beliefs. Yes. You could be remembering your dreams. Hello. You are becoming more aware. More conscious about everything. It's beautiful because whatever it is you imagine it with your heart. And not just that, you utilize it when you go to sleep. As you are falling asleep, you imagine deeply with your heart. That is putting you through awakening in your dreams and in your physical reality. Yes, excuse me. Continue to be loyal to it. Continue to have faith, complete faith. Continue to believe. Continue to know. Now that you know that it works, now that you know that it's a miracle, it's a blessing, it feels like a new life, a new reality, a new way of living. Now that you know that you have that, now that you know that, there's gracefulness, there's style, your style. And there's more than ever. What I mean by that, there's more success than ever, more achievement than ever, more joy than ever, more satisfaction than ever, more abundance than ever. Abundance, it's always been there, but for your experience, more than ever. Finding yourself with no obstacles. But you see, that's the mentality. That's the way you are viewing everything. Why? Because you don't even allow it to get there. You find a way, you find the solution, you find the answer. It's something exciting for you. You see, there's gratefulness there. Nine of Swords. Hello. Again. It's like that's our name in different realities. Hi. Gosh, what does that mean? Thank you. You are very kind and sweet. We have the Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Hermit. It's amazing because the Hermit, in a way, is holding a wand, even though it's not that, but it looks like a golden one. Right. There's an individual that is acknowledging you. Gosh, is God? I've heard individuals say, oh my gosh, yes. But why gosh and not God? I see. I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at the fact that you are that. I'm laughing at just everything together. That's that's wonderful and beautiful, and it is funny. That's why I laughed. Wow. Hi. Welcome in. Wow, that's amazing. Very interesting. That's cool that you can substitute that word. Well, that's the whole thing, that there is an individual, a, we can say, very confident individual. They know who they are, they know what they want, they know what they have, they know what they had to do to get and to be where they are. And they are recognizing you. You are welcome. Well, that's the whole thing, that even in the readings that I do now, they are free. Yes. And to me, that is the best. Because then the individual, and I'm talking about the individual, can get an opportunity to receive from God, from the divine, from spirit, from their higher self, from themselves, a confirmation, a reflection. That's the whole thing. It's just endless. But the thing is that there's an individual that is recognizing you, recognizing your wisdom, recognizing your knowingness, recognizing pretty much everything about you. Perhaps not everything, but definitely something, definitely an important part of you, which is your knowingness. And they are seeking something. They do have something in consideration. And of course, we are talking about the Nine of Swords. The thing that they're saying is that, well, I have tried many, I have visited those individuals, I have talked to them, I have done this, but there, it seems like it feels like there's something that they are missing, and that is something that they know. Thank you. I appreciate all of you as well. I'm appreciating this moment. And it's beautiful. Why? Because you share, you bless, you give, you express to all. You see, at some point, this individual was hesitating. You see, this individual had the answer a long time ago about you. This individual was guided a while back towards you, and for whatever reason they didn't. You know, I know the reason why. You know the reason why? Because their own confidence, but you see, that's not confidence anymore. That, you see, it was more of a pride. Their pride was getting in their way. Oh, wow. Hi, welcome in. Yeah. Well, if there's a but, we'll get to the but. That's the whole thing. Is I mean, unless you got a meeting, do you have a meeting in 5 minutes? I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, if you're in a rush, that's the whole thing. Even if you're in a rush, you will get the information, you will get what you need at the right time. So the whole thing is that you can't really rush certain things. There's no point in it. But that's the whole thing what you were saying, that the the knowledge or the wisdom or the truth, especially when it's God. Some individuals, I get that because it's amazing. It's amazing when you experience it too, where it's like, wow, it's a big denial, but in a way where they don't want to show it, they don't want to express that, but it's obvious. No, for now, we're not doing those type of questions that are not relevant to what we are communicating, what's going on right now. I do appreciate the interest and the curiosity, but it's just not relevant for what's going on right now. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Exactly. Well, didn't you say the word? Uh, can you help me replace that word? Or so yeah, how can I substitute that word? Because I don't really believe in that, right? What's atheist, 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 atheist. You see, it's that. Well, it's like it's almost like this. Like, well, right? You don't really know me, but I, in a way, it's like, you know, God knows all of us. God knows me. God knows you. God knows that you consider yourself to be that, and yet God still loves you. Isn't that kind of weird? Not really. It's just lovely. Yes, not everything is for you, even though it is. Some of it you will get, you will understand, you will connect, it will resonate. Some of it won't, because it's communication that aligns at a different time in a different location, or that it's for another time. But you see, the vibration is what does it. The vibration, whether we think that we kept it, whether we think that we received it or not, whether we think we get it or not, the vibration, it's all about the vibration. So let's go deeper into this, because right, we were saying that this individual was guided towards you a while back, who knows how long, but their pride was getting in their way because of how successful they are, perhaps because of how beautiful, because of how confident, because honestly, we can even say that they are a badass. They are. But that was getting in the way. So it got more into you feel me? Is that ego? that pride, which in a way it could be natural, but not. It's not. We can say healthy when it gets in your way of certain things. It's no longer that beautiful confidence that I see, that I feel, that I know that that's what you mean. But anyway, now that we got, now that we covered that, now that we expressed that, now that that's that out of the way, they are there listening. That okay, I get you, I got you, I understand. Now can you help me? It's like now can you? It's like yes. Yes, it's like, let me see. Let me go in my bag. It's amazing. We have justice on top of the deck. The truth, the divine, spirit, God is present. Now, anyone can deny that. Sometimes it takes that. But often is only so we can serve others. To let others know that they don't have to do that, they don't have to experience that, they don't have to do it that way. It's amazing because we were talking about that the other day, perhaps not that long ago, where allowing and giving the individual to know, to understand, to see, to witness that they have a choice, they have options. Wow, look at that. Justice, King of Cups, Temperance. Yes, but that's the thing. So how can you tell me that you are that when you are an angel? It's like, oh, you don't know me. So I don't have to know you. God is telling me. God is showing me. Not just that, I feel it. It's like, that's the whole thing. It's like, believe it or not, God gave us special eyes to see. And we see things that the average individual doesn't. That's the whole thing. But that's the whole thing, is that some individuals, whenever you tell them something, whenever you say something, they don't believe you. But that's the whole thing. They don't have to believe you. Whoever does believe, whoever does receive, they receive, they believe. Wonderful. Because they get, they receive. It's a blessing. But that's the same with you, God and you. God has blessed you. God is still blessing you. But only because someone doesn't believe it, or someone doesn't believe, or someone's not open, someone's not willing to receive, willing to see the truth, not just about God, about the world, about life, but about themselves. Now that's something else. The thing is that God will forever give you the truth. God will forever keep it 100. God will forever continue to reach for you. Even though that's the whole thing, it's a play. It's a play. That's just how, in a way, God does another effort to connect with you. But that is just an illusion, because you and God are one. Everything in existence is God. Now, of course, we are unique expressions of God, but we're talking about you. You are a special creation. And I believe that everyone is, but I'm talking about you. You got special gifts. Do you know them? Yes, maybe God did. Yes, exactly. Perhaps we're not. Perhaps it's not the eyes. Perhaps it's the ears. Perhaps it's the imagination. Perhaps it's something physical, a skill, a talent. Perhaps it's something that you know, something that you are passionate about, something that you are curious about. That's how unlimited God is. It's like, if it's not one door, okay, try the next. It's like, until you get tired, until the day that you die, physically. Let's go deeper here, because, and it's not, again, there's no one to convince about anyone. Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you. Exactly, right? That's what they say. You see, it's like an ant. It just needs a little crack like that. It just needs a little. Oh my goodness, not like that. It just needs a little gap, a little space. It's just get tiny as it doesn't matter. But that's a beautiful example. No, you see why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because it's funny. Because oh my goodness, I wouldn't tell you that you do if you didn't. I wouldn't. I would tell you you don't. I love expressing truth. I love it. This is why we're here. And this is why we love it so much. That's why I'm loving expressing what I'm expressing to you right now, that you do. But you see, so perhaps this can help. It's definitely on the spiritual side and emotional side. But of course, it takes physical action, whatever that means. But just know it's more on that side, spiritual and emotional. But more than that, it's something that you know in your heart, something that you know in your being. And perhaps you won't know until, who knows? That's the whole thing. But one thing that I do know is that it'll never come if it's shut. If the door is shut, if the individual is not open, it'll never appear. If there's no belief. That's just what it is. You see, God is not here to convince anyone. When the individual believes, God appears. And no, not in the way that perhaps someone would think it will. As I'm watching a butterfly fly. I know. Oh my goodness, that was funny. I know. I know. Perhaps that's for some. You never know. I'm telling you, God speaks to individuals in such mysterious ways, where sometimes you don't even know. It's like you are just doing your thing, and God is like, okay, let's say this. Yes, exactly, and that's where I put myself. That's that position that I put myself in. That's everything that I do. Perhaps that's not how I started in a way, yes. But you see, now it's conscious. Now it's intentional. Now I'm putting myself in that position to allow that, for not just for what's going on here for this community, but for life, for the world. Yes, exactly. Thank you. You are so kind. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you have so much love within you, and just how we know that God is love. So, right? Some things don't make sense, and some things make complete sense. Thank you. Likewise, I appreciate you. Oh my goodness, all the blessings to you and your loved ones, as well as to this community that is tuned right now. Thank you. Wow, that's a beautiful thing for you to type. All of you, but that, you see, that is something connected to my heart. Why? Because we do this from our heart. We do this with our heart. So to receive something like that, for someone to feel like that towards what's going on, it touches our heart. It truly does. So thank you. But you're so right about the messages. You can cartoons. I love it. Okay, you see, I understand. You see, when you hear cartoons, it's children, kids. But you see, I'm not saying that you sit around and you see cartoons all day. I mean, if you do, and you're getting paid, let's go. What a life. But you don't even have to be watching it directly. Sometimes you just hear, or just in a few seconds, you receive the whole freaking download, the message. Yes, everything. Yes, I love it. As you see, that's how you sharpen your intuition. Even though your intuition is already perfect, that's how you allow it to develop. You connect, you allow the flow with your intuition. When you are paying attention to everything, when you are allowing God to talk to you, to communicate to you through signs, synchronization, sound, vision, all your senses. Beautiful. Why? Why dismiss it? I'm curious. But exactly. You see, that's the thing, is that you see, that's God talking to you. But what do? You put a wall. Nah. Or you don't accept it. You don't receive it for whatever reason. It's not a negative thing. I mean, whatever that means to you. But you say you dismiss it. That's you saying, I don't want to hear it, or I don't care, or whatever, or I didn't get that, or I only heard blah blah blah. I'm so curious why. But you see, of course, all of those things are for you. They are, of course, personal. But at least we are getting clear understanding. God is saying, don't make me pull more cards. As I'm pulling the 9 of Wands. Do you see this energy? I don't have to explain this card to you, because just by the vision, just by the end, you can see this energy. We can read this. We can all read this energy. You don't have to be psychic. You don't have to be a tarot reader. You can read this energy. You see that energy? You see those wands, those mountains, whatever that's happening next to you is providing you a message, and perhaps it's a beautiful message about you. And what do? Man, nah. It's like denial. It's like rejecting. It's like, nah, that's not me. It's like, in a way, kind of like pushing it away. Like, who are you? Like, right. Exactly. Especially when it can just be you see, those messages are so clear. And that's how we know that it's the divine. That's how we know it's spirit. That's how we know it's God. Because there's zero logic of how perfect, because of how meaningful, because of how personal, because of how perfect it is regarding what's going on, regarding what's saying, regarding the details, the synchronization with everything. So yes, you see now, as you are expressing, I'm understanding where you come from, not your background, what you mean with all of that. Yes. Yes. Well, one thing that I do know for sure is manipulation not from God. That's for sure. And in a way, everything is a reflection of what's going on within. Hey, welcome in. Amazing. Thank you. That's beautiful. I appreciate you. Right, because we can see you here with that headband. It's like, heck no. Heck no. I I'm falling for that. I'm believing that. I heck no. It's like a heck no. It's like, yeah, you felt it. Yeah, you it's like you're like, it's like never again. And it's amazing because yes, it's like, of course I feel the reason for the wall, or for the walls, or for whatever that is. Ah, right. Wow. Hi. You are a big creator. You are a perfect creator. You are a unique co-creator with God. You see, that's just God letting you know that you ain't small at all. It doesn't matter if you have 0 subscribers, 1 subscriber. That doesn't define you. That doesn't define who you are. That doesn't define your creativity, what you can do, what you are doing, who you are, what you know. That's not from That's not from me. That perhaps that's your higher self. I don't know. That's for you. Well, I do know it's from God. So you are receiving the message, you are receiving the information, you are receiving the truth, not looking at it, but still receiving it, still listening to it. And what you are hearing is making sense to you, but you are still not looking at it. For all of those reasons, which I understand. But you are still giving yourself that opportunity to hear, to listen. You are giving it an opportunity regardless of your body language. And because you are giving it an opportunity, because you are giving yourself that opportunity, you are receiving. You are understanding. You are feeling. And it's beautiful because you can recognize, you are recognizing. You see the difference, you feel the difference, you know the difference. And I love that. I love that. I love that. Because that's it. That's it. That's how we know. This is why we do it with so much joy, with so much patience. Well, there is times where we have 5 minutes and we have to deliver, so we do what we got to do with those 5 minutes. But you see, most of the time is that it's a pleasure, it's a joy to do what we do. But that's God. Not just that, because God is doing everything for us. Everything. We just have to allow. We just allow. We just flow. We just trust. We just believe. That's it. Now, we are the proof. Why? Because we used to be out in the cold. What does that mean? In a way, disconnected from God. Even though that is impossible, we are forever one with God. Creation is God. But you see, not having that connection, not believing in that, not knowing that, we know what it's like to not have a connection with God. This is why we do what we do. We are now living, doing, experiencing a positive, but it's all because of God, all thanks to God. Because before it was the negative, and that is just the absence of God. And again, that's impossible, but we're talking about an actual conscious decision to include God, to go to God, to seek God, to reach for God. And you do that by going within. And you do that by trusting yourself. You do that by loving yourself. Because you are a creation of God. You are the son of God. Don't matter the gender. For now, let's celebrate. And I feel like you are the one. You see, you were continuing the wall. You were finishing up the wall because of that experience, because of those experiences. But that's when God appeared again. That's when God was like, whoa, 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 yo, hold on, hold up. Let me tell you something. And then you stopped. And it's amazing because the more God talked to you, the more God expressed to you, you started to slow down. You started to slow down your body, and you started to get a different body language, and you started to pay more attention to God. You started to listen to God, and even though you were still experiencing certain feelings. I just told you. Yes, it's a beautiful thing, right? So stay blessed. Thank you for your time, your energy. I hope this helped a lot, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.